evening. Hello, hello. Right, I need to do a bit of a sound check. Oh, my face looks orange. It's the lighting. It's not me. It's the lighting. I want to do a little bit of a sound check to make sure that you can all hear me before we start and before I start saying hello. I need to do something with these lights. I look very peculiar. Very strange. Right, okay. Can everyone hear me while I'm busy distracting myself with positioning lights? Hello, hello. I know you can see me, that's good. Just check that you can hear me. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, great. Woohoo! Hi, everybody. It's been a while. I didn't do a live stream last month, but so much happened last month. And so we definitely need to talk about that. And discuss all the things that we missed, especially in Grifterland. And I am going to, before the chat moves too quickly, just say my hellos to everybody. Hello, all the gems. Thank you so much for being here, as always. Hi, Rabbit. Who else have we got? Hi, Kim. Hi, Johnny. Hope I haven't missed anyone. Hi, John. Hi, AZ Finn. Oh, it's lovely to see that. It's Saturday night and I've got people in. That's a shocker. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure with it being like, I suppose in the UK, it's a weird kind of misplaced bank holiday that none of us were particularly prepared for. And I really wasn't expecting anybody to be around because everyone seems to be going to like street parties and stuff. My parents are going to a street party tomorrow. So yeah, so everyone's still like partying. And it's not red hair. It's not red hair, Bill. It's my lights. It's my lights. I don't know. It makes my hair look red, but my hair is very brown. It's just bad lighting. Bad lighting. Right. So thank you for those of you who are all over the place in all different time zones, especially if it's like mid-afternoon for you or lunchtime for you. Awesome that you're spending it with me. I really appreciate it. I think it's wonderful. My door's opening. What's up? The light. Yeah, I know. I'll fix the lights. Okay. So I don't like it when I get distracted. Right. Bad lighting. Yeah, no, it's probably the cover. Yeah, it might be the covers on the lights, but that'll make me look ghostly. Actually, no, I look slightly lighter. Yeah, it's probably the filters that I've got on the lights. Hang on, let me just deal with that. Now, do I look like a ghost? From the sublime to the ridiculous. Do I look less like a ghost now? Not the filters of my light. Right. Okay. And okay. Thank you. Had the lighting technician is fixed it. He's fixed it. So I've got such a professional setup here. I really do, honestly. I really do. That's too hot. I'm not drinking that. Right. Good. Is that better? I look less Trumpified, less like I've been tangoed, and more like my own complexion. It's marvelous, isn't it? Marvelous when you get the techs in to come and fix it. Right. Okay. Okay. Put your hair in a top bun. It will if I've got to put a wig on. So, okay. Hi to everyone that's just joined. Hi, Charles. Hi, Annie J. Hi, Joseph. I got a fan from Chicago. How nice. Hi, Bill. Right. I think I've said hello to everybody. I don't want to spend like the whole night just saying hello. So yes, I've got a few of you in. I appreciate those of you who've joined me from all over the place. It's awesome. Hey, tell me where you're joining me from. I find that really, really interesting to know where you all are. And Yeah, we have got a lot to talk about. So subjects, we cannot finish this without talking about Fraudy's Grifters tour, which wasn't a tour. What did the Great Awakening? Was it a conference? If it was for one day, does that make it a conference? Because it can't be a tour. Unless you're counting, the private jet that you took to get here as a tour, then it's not a tour, is it? So, right. So we've got to talk about that because, and also, is anybody in the chat who actually went in person to check out to Birmingham to check out? Obviously, we know Targeted Individual went, and we know what she learnt. We know that she snuck into the VIP area. And had a lovely little chat with our favourite driving instructor. We know this, we know, and we can discuss that a little bit later. Stephen says he is appearing in London in September. Oh, God. Oh, poor London. Poor London. So, first of all, I'm so sorry, Birmingham, UK, that this nonsense descended upon you. And what did we learn from that? Well, we learned that they really can say anything, and an entire audience of people, they can say the worst things, the most ridiculous nonsense, made up garbage. And people in the audience will go, "Oh, lovely! Oh, no, this is so bad. This is so bad." So that it was horrifying and fascinating to watch little clips and snippets from this tour, and just hearing the nonsense. And I also hear. For those of you that keep me updated with what the grifters are up to, because I have taken a moment away from it, I'll explain why in a minute. I have heard that they're all producing, they're all on the gold and silver grift at the moment. I know Lyman started out as gold grift, didn't he? But I think he's come on to silver as well, because it's magic. It's actually magical. So I know they're grifting silver and gold, which is a bit weird, isn't it? When you know that the QFS has been switched on by the hand of God last year, because they did say it happened last year. Really weird that they want you to invest this currency, whatever your currency is, and your 401k and your pension and all the rest of it, in silver and gold when the QFS is here. I am confused. If there's any financial experts in the chat that wants to explain this to me, how it works, because I've no doubt it makes perfect sense when they tell us what's going on. That's good. Let me just, I'm just checking the chat. But Joseph, and so have you part of Intel Ladies CVC and MC Group Trees communities. You're all making a difference in our lives. Thank you, Intel Lady. Thank you, Joseph Smith, for saying that. That's really, really lovely. And I'm glad that you're part of this community, and that we can all come together. Hi, Joe Love. That we can all come together and at least not be tearing our hair out individually, going, I can't believe people are falling for this. I can't believe people are going with this. We can all at least commiserate together. At least we can come together as a community, can't we? Right. Rabbit, Interlady, the next event is September the 9th. September the 9th, marvellous. Fraudy says, I'm reading it as live, and I don't know why. No idea why. Fraudy says it'll be 3 to 4 times bigger than the tour. Moves on to Ireland and then Scotland. Well, God help Ireland and Scotland, because I love both places very much. Oh, thank you, John, very, very much for that super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If anybody would like to donate tonight by buying me a coffee, which I call it buy me a wig, because it goes towards my ever-growing wig fund, I would really appreciate that. I do have a new wig that I have to buy because I have a new character that I am working on. And unfortunately, I don't have a wig in my existing wig collection that will work for the character, because the character has silver grey hair. And I have a grey, like dark grey wig that I bought for another character that I haven't done yet. Need to get on with that too. And it just doesn't work for this lady. She has to have silver grey hair. So yeah, if you want to donate tonight, that's where it's going. Okay. Right. So many people lost their critical thinking skills nowadays. People are brainwashed by MSM and social media. Yes, Joseph Smith, they are. Yeah, there are a lot of gullible people. I try not to be too mean about people that fall for these things, because at one point in time, I was one of those people. Fair enough, I had no idea who Charlie Ward was. And this is years before that, that I was one of those people who believed, and it was more in the spiritual communities that I was, there was one person in particular who I thought was the real deal. I thought he was real, absolutely. I thought what he was saying was the truth, and then digging up on him, find out that he was just a scam artist, and you feel like an absolute buffoon for falling for it. You feel so stupid, like, oh God, why did I believe that? Well, you know, what evidence did they show me of that? And it's sort of clever trickery. A lot of people use very, very clever stagecraft and trickery to make you believe something's happening, or they're just really, really good salesmen and can make you believe that they're telling the truth. Hi, Ceci. Don't worry if you're late. Well, actually, do you know what? Detention, Ceci, for being late. 5 minutes, stay after class. So yeah, so I think we've all been there. And what I really like about this community is I've had so many people emailing me and messaging me and saying, I feel really silly. I fell for this, and you know, thank you for making me laugh. That was great. But I feel a bit of a fool. I'm like, no, we've all been there. And I don't believe, even if you haven't fallen for any of these grifters, even if you haven't fallen for any of these grifters and what they're saying, at some point in your life, you've been duped by someone or something. It is a rite of passage. What I don't like is knowing that there are people who are knowingly conning people out of an awful lot of money for insiders clubs, or this is the classic that Nicholas Vinyaman I saw, and I'm like, this has to be a satire. This can't be real. No, this can't be real. And I think it was Tap that put it up on Twitter. And it was Nicky Nacky New, as I call him, as his own currency. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you, AZ Finn. That is lovely. Thank you so much. Sorry. So Nicholas Vinyaman has produced. This is how massive this man's ego is. Just when you thought you couldn't find an ego bigger than Charlie Ward's, Nicholas Vinyaman has produced his own silver coin with his own face on it, with his own mug on it. A Nicky Nacky New mug coin. And he's selling it for 125 squids. 125. It's worth £24.99 because they put the weight of the silver in. Quick Google check. It's worth £24.99. Have a word with yourself if you have been buying Nicky Nacky Noodles money. It's like Monopoly, fake Monopoly money. It's fake Monopoly, you know what I mean? It's Monopoly money. It's like toy money that you put in those little toy tills that you buy for toddlers to play shops, but with Nicky Nacky News mush on the front, with his paid-for teeth from his Insiders Club money, his veneers that are too white. Look. I love a white tooth. I'm not going to lie. A lovely set of white gnashers. Who doesn't love looking at lovely, clean national. But come on, there's white and there's uber white, isn't there? There's a bit too much. Put your sunglasses on to deal with white. Too much. But yeah, so he has the ego has got so big that he's created his own coin. Let's just take a moment. Let's just take a moment to drink that information in. A Nicky Nacky New silver coin worth $24.99, being flogged by him for 125 nicker. I kid you not. So yeah, blinding white would be the whiteness of the gene. So yes, there you go. I'm horrified. I'm horrified by this, but also massively amused. Yes, the ego has landed indeed. I'm amused but disgusted at the same time. That the grift is so strong in him that he's putting his own mush on a £24.99 coin. Maybe I'm jealous. Maybe I wish that I had, the testicular fortitude to think of doing something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just peanut butter and jelly about it. But to be fair, I wouldn't have the conscience to do it. I couldn't sleep at night knowing I was ripping people off. At least I'm willing to sing for my supper, I sit here and I'll try and entertain you as best as I can. I'll try and make you laugh. I'll try and be silly. I've got a room full of wigs and costumes right here. I am more than willing to entertain you, or just have a bit of a natter with you, whatever you want to do. And if you want to donate, awesome. If you don't, just sharing a video out, telling people about the channel is good enough for me. Thank you very much. But I will never give you an Intel Lady coin unless it's for a joke. Okay, I promise you I won't do that. Hi Lisa, I promise you I won't be producing an Intel Lady coin. But it's a great idea for a new sketch, so I'm down for that. Right, can I just make a request before we continue with this discussion? If you've got a question, can you put it in all caps so I can see it? Because otherwise I'll miss it. And I always realize afterwards I've missed loads of people's questions, and it's because I go off on one. I also would love it if you could bring me back on track, because I have this awful habit, because I'm a northerner. I have this awful habit of going off on one into a rant in some direction, and sometimes I just need you to bring me back back to the conversation I started with, and not the tangent that I went on because I got distracted. I'm a bit like a puppy, like, oh, distraction. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind just pulling me back, that would be great. If I start going off on one, that would be great. Ceci, have I baked anything yummy this week? Yes. Do you know I have? Yesterday I baked a Jubilee lemon and amaretto cake. It's delicious. I'm not gonna lie. I've never made it before, and oh my god, it tastes, because I used Di Serrano amaretto. Whipped it, darling, whipped it into the cream. I did. And oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's not one that I'm giving the children unless I want them to sleep. No, but it is lovely, and I was very, very happy with it. And I decorated it rather well. And I also made, because it's Daddy Intel Lady's birthday tomorrow, and he loves rum and raisin fudge. So I made rum and raisin fudge, and that's the first time I ever made that, and it was flipping nice, and he's very happy with it. I brought it over to him today, and there you go. How is your bee? Can you say my dog stepped on the bee? Of course I can. I will get. I've got her wig actually. I think I will do a whole Amber Heard section, because I think that's another subject that we've got to talk about, because that's important. JB John, who was charging $350 for each one? What did I miss? What did I miss? I'm going to scroll back. I don't think I'm going to be merching cakes. I think that would be a bit difficult, but my cakes are great. I'm so talented. They're all right. Oh, AZ Finn said, I'd wear an Intel Lady t-shirt. What t-shirt could I make? Because I've got a lot of catchphrases, really, haven't I? So I could do I could do a Nicky Nacky New one that just says, hello, Patriots. I could do that one. That would be quite good. I could obviously do a Lyman one. I mean, gosh, I could do Lyman shouting as he's driving, going, Roddy Pillocks, Roddy Pillocks. If anyone hasn't watched Confessions of a Driving Instructor, please do. It's my greatest work. Honestly, I've never laughed so much making a sketch as I did when I made Confessions of a Driving Instructor. All three of them, because I did a Christmas special as well. Oh, I had so much fun doing that. It was fun. I'm just glad I didn't see anyone I knew. It takes a lot to drive through a McDonald's drive-through and order McDonald's with a bald cap on. It was so fun. Hi, Rochelle. Right, Rabbit's waiting for the duvet bedroom set of Lyman. That is horrifying. Oh my God! Can you imagine how horrifying that would be to wake up to Lyman's face every morning? That's absolutely horrifying. Okay. Great British turd with a turd on it. Well, see, turd has got two meanings now with Amber Heard. You see, yeah. There's a lot that we could merch if we wanted to. Nicky Nacky Noodles. That was an idea for the Quantum Wellness Group, you know. Nicky Nacky Noodles. They would produce that. He'd have to have his face on it, though, wouldn't it? Everything's got to have his face on it. I don't know. If I did start producing merch, I'm sure maybe about 4 of you might buy something. I don't know. I don't know whether anyone would buy anything that I merched, but yeah, who knows? It would be fun, wouldn't it? The most important thing for me is working out what's going on in the world and making it funny, I think, because right now everything's quite serious. And I think if I can just find some amusement somewhere, then that's good enough. I did take, so next subject, I did take a little bit of time off the grifters, and you've probably noticed that. I have no intention of leaving them alone permanently. I think I will always have to dip back in and satirize their absolute garbage nonsense. But I just needed a little bit of a break from them because they were doing my head in. And I did have a moment where I felt quite upset that they still have so many people hanging off their every word, you know. And it just got a bit too much, and just how popular they are, and it sort of breaks my heart when you read people like, oh, thank you so much for this amazing intel. I so appreciate all the, thank you for your truth. Thank you for, by the way, this emoji, you know, what hands together emoji, you know, that's a high five emoji. I've taught you something today. It's 2 hands giving a high five. It's not a prayer. It's not a prayer symbol. It's a high five symbol. Got to look it up. It's 2 people high fiving. Woo! So that's why if you see me and I put a symbol where there's 2 hands like that, and then there's like a little woo, like halo between the hands. That's the closest thing to a thank you prayer hands that I'm prepared to give. Now I know this is fact. I'm like, I can never do this again unless I'm insinuating a high five. Anyway, right. Where are we? What's that's Ceci. That's the one I give now. And that's like prayer to me. It's like, hallelujah. I think that's what that is. But that's high five. That's two people. High five. Woo! It's a high five. Now you know. We've all learned, every day's a school day. We've all learned something today in the world of emojis. Right. Thomas Mullen. Hello. Try and remember, people, all caps if you want to ask me a question. Check out Megan Rose. She was kidnapped by aliens. My God. Then rescued. Gets intel from them and writes books. It's nice work if you can get it, really, isn't it? There's a lot that do. And I'm just trying to think of the lady's name. Creepy woman. She wrote a book many years ago in the 70s. Was it 70s? It looks like it was written in the 70s. Might have been 80s. Can't remember her name, but she claimed to communicate with Palladians, and then she did the audio version of her book as well many years ago, and then just did a lot of touring and talking to and channeling. This is my symbol for channeling Pleiadians. And it was quite interesting observing her, because her voice has gone very deep, very deep, almost manly deep over the years. And she talks a lot of very dark stuff, really disturbing things that she talks about, and is obsessed with, those elitists that she claims that they all claim do this, that, and the other behind closed doors. And just use just made you, when she was channeling these Pleiadians, she was just, honestly, it was very disturbing, some of the details that she mentioned. And I just found her. No, I don't think it was Christine. I know that wasn't her name. I can't even remember the name of the book, but I just remember listening to. There's quite a lot of her stuff on YouTube. This was quite a few years ago. I haven't listened in a long time, but the last time I listened to it, it made me shiver. It was just creepy, horrible. I'm like, I don't know how you can sit there and say these things and claim that it's coming from an almost angelic level. Barbara, that sounds, Barbara, that does sound, that rings a bell, John, thank you. I might be wrong. But anyway, I just find things like that. And then, of course, then they write books and make a lot of money off of things that they can't back up with anything. But obviously no one's worse than Wilcock. I mean, he's like the worst, isn't he? David Wilcock's the worst at doing that. He'll explosive book, my new book, buy my new book, $33. And he'll just talk garbage that his insiders, and so many of his insiders have been proven to be con artists and liars. And he still pushes these people. He will still name drop these insiders and say, that they've said this, that, and the other, when they have been proven to be telling absolute porky pies, and not have the life or the backstory that they claimed. And they always claim the same backstory. It's always started in the military, then went into the CIA or some 3-letter agency, and then got onto the secret space program. And then they're whistleblowing by telling some bloke who's written a couple of books who can't keep his trap shut on YouTube. All of these classified detail, and I mean the word classified is just tossed around like it doesn't mean anything anymore. It's like, well, if it's classified, anyone on YouTube can say it. It amazes me that these people pay for publications like this and still don't get the message that, hang on, this book is quite a lot like the last book, saying the same things as the last book and making the same promises as the last book, and nothing happens. In between this book and the next book, all the things you said in the last book haven't happened. And Wilcock is the worst because he gets away with it over and over and time again. And you just have to read his fangirl comments that are all, we love you, David. We love you, David. What would we do without your intel? It's not intel. He's making it up. He's meeting people at roadside cafes that say that they've got intel and that they work for 3-letter agencies. And he doesn't follow up. He doesn't do any research into their background. It's amazing. Exactly. Classified NDA only good for YouTube then. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's just so ridiculous. Right, where are we? Sorry, I've not been paying too much attention to the chat. Okay. Thing that makes me mad is when these people are saying, I'm so glad that I read ahead. I'll have to mime it. That was the worst miming. What was that? I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll James Bond it. Sorry about that. Is when those things happened, that they didn't happen, that it was some sort of black hat op. Yeah. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? That there's so many black hat ops going on. Oh, we can't keep count, can we? It's amazing. Pew pew. Sorry, I'm not trying to poke fun at that. By the way, I was poking fun at myself for not being able to enact it differently without looking like I was trying to make a bird or something. Sorry. Okay. Right. Exactly, Maria. Intel doesn't work like that. Intel doesn't get put out on social media platforms like that. And anyone who tells you that they do is after a bit of that, is onto that. It's onto a grift. And how anyone can believe that a man who has been sitting in the same grotty room in his house that looks a bit like a bric-a-brac shop has some kind of links to, and is full of cats, and it must stink of cat piss. Come on, it must honk of cat piss. How someone like that is on the payroll of a 3-letter agency and hasn't even given a lick of paint or changed his curtains in his bric-a-brac shop room, I just don't know. I mean, look at that ill-fitting Wayfair cabinet. I'm going to call it a Wayfair cabinet for conspiracy theory reasons because it's hilarious. That ill-fitting cupboard in his room that stayed there for ages when he claimed he was moving to the States, which never happened. Why is everyone forgiving him for all of the lies that don't happen? It's the same. And someone's got to come up with some sort of psychology reason for this. It's the same reason people forgive David Wilcock for all of the predictions he made that don't come true. It's the same reason that people are forgiving Fraudy for all of the things he says that didn't come true. I mean, I thought the hand of God had switched on the QFS, but he's grifting gold and silver. This is very strange to me. I don't really understand. I don't understand. I'm meandering off. Mike Penny keeps on saying on his channel he cannot deny or say if it's, oh gosh, yeah, it's the classic NDA. That's why I made that NDA sketch where Lyman was testing their NDA tablet, because it's become such a nonsense word. And I think I told you in the first or second live stream that I ever did that in real life I signed an NDA many years ago when I had a job and there was lots of celebrities there, and I had to sign an NDA to say that I wouldn't tell you about all the Z-list and D-list celebrities that were at this thing. I mean, it was a joke. Honestly, there wasn't anyone that big or famous apart from a couple of people that were in the original Grease movie. And that was quite cool. It was just quite cool to see them there, and the press were there. So really, I mean, it was nonsense. There's nothing I could have told them. I was working. So I other than a certain Z-list celebrity who was just smoking, not cigarette after cigarette, and blowing it all over me. And I was newly pregnant, and just the very smell of a cigarette made me want to throw up. So I sat there trying so hard not to retch as this Z-lister was blowing cigarette smoke all over me. That wasn't fun. But anyway, you know, I signed an NDA, so I can't say who it was. I can now. It's probably, you know, enough time has passed. But anyway, so that is me in real life signing an NDA, an actual one. And I abided by it. You know, I didn't tell anyone. I'm telling you all now, but I didn't tell anyone at the time. It was years ago. You're talking 15 years ago. Anyway, David Wilcock of the quasi-medical grift. Oh, God, any grift. David Wilcock will get on any grift, anything at all he can find. And he is definitely losing it. And also that hairline. It's like a magical... That's the most magical hairline I've ever seen. It's just going further and further. Now, look, men, and women, if your hairline is receding that badly, just shave it all off. Don't have this that starts there. Don't do that. Just buzz cut the lot. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's the forehead that keeps on giving, isn't it? It just gives and gives and gives. Right. Yeah, it's people are signing double NDAs, triple NDAs, military. And if you signed a military NDA, let's say it was the US military NDA, and you went on a YouTube channel or a BitChute channel and went, I've signed a military NDA, you'd be getting a knock on your door quite quickly, and you wouldn't be making any more YouTube videos or BitChute videos ever again. That would be it for you. It's just such nonsense. Quantum NDAs, that's the future. I think that could be the next merch for quantum wellness. Quantum, not just NDA. It's quantum NDA. Better. It's better. Right. Okay. And M is absolutely right. Charlie never shows any shred of evidence. And the sad thing is, he's forgiven for it by his followers again and again and again. That is how powerful hopium is, folks. That is the power of hopium. And I think that the power of hopium is also to do with pride, isn't it? Like, I think they know they've been duped, but they're hoping to God that they're wrong. They hope that their instincts that are screaming at them, I've been duped. They're just hoping that they're wrong. So I think that's part of hopium as well. It's the hope that their instincts are off and that these people are telling the truth. And I think anyone who's ever been duped goes through that as a coming out of being conned, is they go through the maybe my instincts are off here, maybe, you know, maybe they're telling the truth, because it's easier that way, because it's better that way, isn't it? It's not as harsh that way, and you don't feel as foolish. I do genuinely feel sorry for people who are following these people, because they're in too deep. Charlie had more jobs than Mr. Ben. Yes, he did. Although I don't know, did Mr. Ben ever sell timeshare or promote vodka? You know, maybe he did. I don't know. Okay. I think Charlie hypnotizes his watchers with monotonous, repetitive content. Yeah, probably does. Yeah, it probably does. And it you know, it's sad. So, okay. Are we, have we got everything out of our system about the Grifters Tour? Is there anything else to cover about the Grifters Tour? Honestly, that moment, which I did cover when I did my last targeted individual sketch, I think, where someone asked about coded language again, folks, the little ones. and the mole children, as people call them, the mole people or the mole children. And he said something, he made a joke. That was it. He made a joke and he went, well, they're not around my house. And everyone went, oh, hang on a minute. Just let me take just a little bit of a step back here. Did you just laugh about little ones who are kept? Was that, did you just make a joke about that? Is that, have I missed something here? It's so bizarre. So he made a joke and then probably oh yeah, I've got to, oh yeah, because this is serious, because I am grifting these people and they don't know. I'm like, oh God, let's bring it back. They're okay. They're okay. They're brave. They've all been rescued. They're all okay. They've been moved from this country to the, and it's like, oh, and then everyone goes, because then he brings out the med beds. Then he's like, no, they've all had med beds. Oh, sorry, I know that's not how he sounds, but in my head, that's how Charlie Ward sounds. They've all been on the med beds. And everyone went, oh no, you can't all believe this. This is so sad. This is so sad. They're so willing to believe that is the truth, and no one has ever shown them that that's the truth. It's disturbing, isn't it? It's so disturbing. But yeah, right, okay. So yes, I will. I will. Sorry, I just got distracted by the chat there. I will come back to the grifters with sketches at some point, because they're still doing it. They're still talking nonsense. I think motivation in numbers here, and as we're getting our long-awaited return of the wonderful Seeker of Truth, then I will be happy to jump back on the making jokes of the grifters wagon again. But maybe I needed my M back before I could, before I wanted to deal with this bunch of con artists again, because it gets a bit lonely when you're out here batting them all away. But I know strength and motivation in numbers. So if I've got M and Tiz by my side and Will and everyone, and we're all marching forth together against these people, then I'll be happy to be part of that again. So I won't be leaving them alone. Trust me, I can't. But I have not been looking into what they're doing. Maz, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Right. So let's move slightly away from that. I'm happy to keep coming back and talking about it. If any of you have a question or a comment or anything like that, then of course I will. And yes, I would love to do a show with you soon. When you're all ready to do it, then I'm all ready to jump on board as well. Right. So the other thing that has occupied the majority of this past month is, of course, the trial of the century. And I wade into that. Well, you know, I sort of dabbled slightly out of grifter stuff, and I do a bit of politics and stuff, and I'm poking fun at social justice warriors because they are so ridiculous to me. Thomas, apparently they're going to Scotland and Ireland. God help Scotland and Ireland. So they might go to Northern Ireland. I don't know. Maybe if they can make money, they'll do it, won't they? So I jump around. I do a little bit of political satire because, let's face it, politics of all sides are ridiculous. And there's some characters on all sides that are worth making satire out of. And my next character is a political figure in the UK who is making a royal buffoon of herself at the moment. And I can't leave her. I'm going to have to jump on that one as well So thank you for your buy me a coffee wig contributions, because a new wig will be purchased for her. And I had to jump onto the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. John, thank you so much for joining. Good night. I know you're a few hours ahead, aren't you? So thank you so much. And I hope you can catch the rest on the replay. Love to see you. And thank you for your donation. Much appreciated. Chat to you soon. Right. So, yeah, I had to jump on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, because I have never heard so much narcissism in one place. It was astounding what was rolling out. It was more entertaining than anything on TV. I don't watch TV, but it was so entertaining, and it almost played out as satire in many ways. I'm like, right, I'm going to have to do something. There's too many classics, too many characters coming out of this, too many gotcha moments, so much narcissism, so much ego and arrogance. And that was just with some of the flipping lawyers. It was absolutely brilliant. Hi, Lorraine. Thank you for joining. And it was just too good to ignore. So I had to jump on. I'm like, I'm gonna have to buy some wigs. I'm gonna have to buy some wigs. Went to a charity shop, found some suits, and I decided I need to do this, because it was golden to watch. And you know what? I absolutely loved this trial for the memorable moments that were created. And yeah, I cannot believe, and I mean, we're all drinking mega pints of wine now, aren't we? We're all at it. This is a mega pint of tea, but you know, if it was wine, I would drink it. Quite nice, actually. Anyway, yep, so many lines, so many wonderful things. A mega pint. And it was just golden, wasn't it? It was glorious. And so if you haven't caught any of my Heard Depp trial, I've done 3 sketches. Go back and have a watch of them, because yeah, I mean, if you're going to be a lawyer that specifically represents bad people or narcissists, your surname better be Rottenborn. It needs to be Rottenborn. It can't. You can't be called Smith or Jones or whatever, or any other comedic duo. You can't have a regular. You've got to have a surname like Rottenborn. It's just glorious, and I loved the way Johnny Depp used his name as much as he could. Yes, thank you, Mr. Rottenborn. You continue to read it correctly, Mr. Rottenborn. I would do the same thing. I'd be using that name left, right, and centre. It was absolutely brilliant. And Kate Moss coming in to save the day. That was like the quickest cross. And it wasn't a cross examination, was it? It was just a evidence gathering, whatever it was. I don't know lawyer speak. I'm sorry. I've not learned enough. You'd think I would after this 6 weeks, but anyway. When she came in, Kate Moss. It took me a long time to get the makeup right for Kate Moss. I had to get to the London look. But she's got such a sweet voice, as Kate Moss, hasn't she? Kate Moss. I live in London, England. Great. Absolutely brilliant. Muffins, again, there's just so much that has come from this trial. I mean, if they were going to merch from this trial, they could merch mega pints of wine, muffins. What else? They could totally merch all the Get the London Look Rimmel makeup. They could remerch it all. Yeah, it'd be great. Right, just to remind you all, if you've got questions or requests for characters, please put in all caps for me. Yeah, it was a clown act, Paul. Yeah, it was great. And yeah, it was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And do you know what I really enjoyed watching? Body language experts. I love those channels, body language experts who were just picking apart the micro moves that most people don't notice. And then once you learn them, you start looking at people's body language when they're taking the stand and when they're just sitting down, thinking that no one's particularly paying close attention to them. And it is fascinating. But Amber Heard's body language, I mean, literally, she may as well have had a neon sign over her head that said "Liar, liar, pants on fire." There was just nothing that had any shred of truth in what she was saying. But she was that deluded in her own narcissism that she truly believes everyone is going to believe her. And sadly, a few did, which it was kind of sad, really. But there you go. Right, get the muffin look. Get the muffin top look. That'd be mine. I'm trying to work that out. Though I'm exercising every day. Right, Rimmel. Look, Rochelle. Rimmel used to be affordable teenage makeup. It's not anymore. It's quite expensive. Yeah, I waited for her to yell at the crowd, "Don't you believe me?" Well, her body language was saying that. And when she kept looking over at the jury, I know they are told by their lawyers to do that, direct quite a lot, but she was doing it too much. She was like constantly over there at the jury, constantly over there, and like nodding to try and get them to nod, doing all of that encouraging movements and stuff. It's like, I think a lot of the jury were quite well covered up because a lot of them chose to wear masks, which quite a clever move, really, because she couldn't read whether they were buying into her nonsense or not. I would have gone the whole hog. I would have had dark glasses on, a hat, scarf all the way up. You wouldn't have seen much of me. I would have just sat there like this the whole time. But I think she genuinely believed that they believed her. I think she really, really thought that. Dinebart, why were they in court? They were in court because she defamed him by writing an op-ed claiming that she had suffered at his hands for years and years and years, and all of it was total bollocks. In fact, the opposite was true, and lots of evidence was played, recordings was played of her taunting him, admitting to him, all sorts, really, really unpleasant, and all the unpleasantness came from her. Horrible, horrible, horrible. There are so many female scammers out there who will lie about something so horrifying. You can't imagine anyone would be capable of making something like that up, but there are women out there who will do that. And I'm wandering off. Rochelle is putting me back on track. Thank you very much. See, this is what I need. Right. Maybe. AZ Finn, look, if you didn't watch it, but you just watched my sketches, that's fine by me. Get back on topic. Technically, I was on topic, wasn't I? Because I was talking about the trial. Can we just take a moment to adore the comedy that was presented to us by Elaine? What was her surname? Bredenhoft or something like that. No one gets the surname right. She was comedy gold for all the wrong reasons. She just, there was one point where she was struggling because of all the questions that she was asking Amber Heard were leading questions, which is not allowed, and they can object and say leading all the time. And yeah, Elaine, I've got nothing. Well, what did she say? It was something like, "I'm trying here, Your Honor." I'm trying. No, she took a deep breath and went, "I'm trying here." And it was like, you almost felt sorry for her, but then you remembered who she was representing, and then it was like, no, don't feel that sorry for you because you're making big bucks from doing this. And now she's gone on a very similar media tour as Hillary Clinton did when she lost in 2020. In 2016. You know how she went on every show talking about how she was robbed and how it was all wrong and all the rest of it. Well, that's what Amber Heard's lawyer has done now. She's gone on every TV show, basically saying we was robbed, and you know, and why jurors, perfectly intelligent jurors who are capable of looking at a body of evidence, were wrong. I mean, how arrogant is it? Maybe she's a bit of a narcissist herself. Who knows? Right. And accused everybody of wanting their 15 minutes of fame. And that's why I loved that ex-TMZ guy who snapped straight back at her and said, well, you know, the same could be said for you for representing Amber Heard. You could be seeking out your 15 minutes. And I was like, ooh, Elaine to the burn unit. It was absolutely brilliant. And Amber Heard blatantly trained at the Jussie Smollett School of Acting, because that was painful. It was painful to watch how bad she actually was. And I reckon she's got Jussie on speed dial. Right. I'm rattling through this tea. I'm going to need another drink. What else have we got? Right. Shall we, if you're happy, shall we move on to requests? I've got my hair bobble, so I'm more than happy to do a few oh Lord, I shouldn't put earrings in. Yes, any requests for characters I have got. I'm just going to do a wig count. This is how serious I am about doing this channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 wigs. My God. I must be mad. I used to collect fun things like shoes. And now I collect wigs. Right. Okay. Can you do a Bob Lazar? I have not observed Bob Lazar too much. I would have to observe Bob Lazar if I wanted to. I'm getting interrupted. What's up? Yeah, I'd have to really observe Bob Lazar. Apparently, I need my lighting to be fixed again. Do I? Lighting technician's back, folks. A normal service will resume in a moment. I don't know what you're trying to... I mean, it doesn't look any different to me. I'm just getting dazzled. I'm just getting unnecessarily dazzled. Jesus. What's going on? Sorry, folks. I will be back. So, see, now look. See, now we've lost light. You have to pull it back. Do I really? Oh, my God. Live TV. Never work with children, animals, or live TV. I don't know if that's the thing, but there you go. Right, let's have a sing song. Yeah, you might have to have a sing song. Look, it's fine. It's fine. Leave it. Please leave it. It's fine. I mean, if you want to make yourself, you can go and get me a cocktail. That'd be nice. Just get me something harder than tea. Right, see, coughing now. It's not professional. My lighting looks worse now. I don't know what's going on. Right, sorry, I was completely distracted by that. Oh, who's been asking? Sorry, Maria, what did you ask in caps? I'm going back. I can't find anything. Sorry, I'm being a bit rubbish. What have you been? Can you ask again in caps? If you want something. A pint of cocktail. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, now I'm a cheap date. I'll be very drunk after a pint of cocktail. Right. Okay, I'm so confused. Sorry, I'm trying to read through the chat. Did somebody make a request for a character that I missed? I'm sure I did. Oh, Stephen. Is that your request, Stephen? TI? Could do TI. Right, hold on. I've got her wig right here. See, Ti also now doubles up as Camille Vasquez. Great, same hair. I was determined that after we had to drop Caniston, that I was going to get the best out of this wig, and I believe that I have. Right. Okay. Hold on. Right. Hold on. Hang on. I've just got to get myself comfortable. Oh, my door's opening again. I don't know what's going on. Oh my days! You did not do that. Oh my God. Oh, I don't believe it. I mean, you know, my treat. He's just brought me a cocktail. I'm a right cheap date. I can't believe that. Oh my God. At the end of this, you lot are going to be like, oh my days. I can't believe you done that. Oh my, I'll have a drink. Hold on. And then I'm going to fill you in on what's been going on. Oh God, that's really strong. It's going to be a long night or a very short night. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Right. Hiya. It's targeted individual here. Listen. I don't know if you've noticed what's been going on at the moment, but there's this court case in America of these celebrities, right? I'm telling you, I know people's like taking sides and that, but I'll tell you what side they're on, the dark side, innit? Those lot of Satanists, yeah? And I know that because I watch a lot of YouTube channels who like take apart like certain hand movements and stuff that they was doing when they was on the stand, and I'm telling you, they was like giving up, you know, like gang signs to like Lucifer and all that. So I know that what's going on is really, really dark, and they're doing like dark magic. And I know that because I work with Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael's telling me that these people are doing like these ritualistic things and that. So whoever wins is not really winning, right? It's all an act to distract you away from things. That's what I've been told. It's all distraction. Anyway, speaking of distraction, I've been distracted. I lost my phone. I've had a right barney with my neighbour because she had the nerve to accuse me of nicking her phone. I'm like, excuse me, love, I don't think so. I mean, I just borrowed it, all right? I just borrowed the phone. I didn't nick it. I borrowed it because I needed to send a message on my socials because I lost my own phone. Honestly, some people, absolute drama queens, can't believe that. Right. Oh, God. What was that? Oh, I tell you what. Now, you know, I'm always telling you that I am targeted. I know some of you are like, yeah, right. Well, prove it. Well, I will. You know what? For two reasons. Number one, right, is school holidays at the moment. And I have noticed that I'm not getting followed on a morning by those actresses that are pretending to be parents at the school with their kids. They've all miraculously disappeared, right? They're not here no more. So what does that tell you? It doesn't tell you that it's the school holidays. It's part of the plan to lull me into a false sense of security. That's what that is about, right? And do you know what else I got in the post the other day? I was waiting for an order, some new underwear I've been waiting for, right? That never came, so I'm not happy about that. But do you know what came instead? I'm like, I'm targeted. I know it. Look at this. You seen this? Oh my days. Look at this. Build your own conspiracy theory kit. Tinfoil hat included. You see that? Tinfoil hat included. I am targeted. You have no idea. This is my life. This is what I've got to put up with day in, day out. People threatening me by sending me stuff like this. Do you know, my kids are frightened. My kids don't know what is going on. My rabbits have been going mental at the moment, going round and round and round and kicking their rabbit poo all over my living room and making a right mess. And it's because they are picking up on the stress of me being a targeted individual. You know, I can't believe it. I'm so upset by it. And this is just clear proof. This is proof. I mean, if you don't need any more proof than those helicopters going over my house day in, day out. Now they're sending me stuff in the post. I can't believe it. It is absolutely outrageous. But anyway, so I've got my neighbour accusing me of nicking her phone when I was just borrowing it, and I gave it back anyway. And I've got this coming in the post, and those women not doing the school run no more, even though we're not at school for a week. Can't believe it. I'm telling you, I am targeted. Anyway, I've got to go. I think there's an helicopter outside. Deep state. Right. I've been interrupted again. Just so you know. Apparently the lighting is still not right. By the time we get the lighting right, the stream will be over. And this is an actual cocktail. Oh my God. Oh, I'll be drunk by, honestly, I'll be drunk by the end of this stream. I can tell you now, this is very strong. 5%, 5%. You know, when you put your lights on when you're driving, 5%. Oh God, that's really strong. It's really nice. It's passion fruit martini. It's very strong. Oh God. I wasn't planning on drinking tonight. I've got tea. I didn't realise he'd take me at my word. Right, where was I? Yes, I know my colour is changing randomly. I can see it. I'm getting notes here. Yeah, I'm sorry. My child is disturbed by my face colour changing. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay. Can we continue, please? Good grief. I've been told not to worry about. Thank you, Em. I'm not worried about the lighting either. I've always looked like a ghost or like I'm sunburnt, one or the other. Shaken, not stirred. Well, can opened and poured in glass, I think. I'm not that posh. Right. Anyway, right, come on. Send a Nicky Nacky new coin to receive a conspiracy kit. Do you think that's what happened to targeted individual? I bet she'd buy a coin, wouldn't she? I love these. Look. 451 magnetic word tiles that reveal the hidden truth. Did you hear Elon Musk is building secret satellites to hide his avocado toast from George Soros? Dolly Parton can deny her plan to destroy the United Nations with 5G, but Marjorie Taylor Greene knows the truth. This is great. I shall open it later. Right. Okay. Where are we? I hope no one's still worrying about my lighting, because I'm more worried about the cocktail that is likely to make me a little bit tiddly drunk. Okay. Right. Any more requests, people? Any more requests? Rochella, lighting is not right. Tough. It's not, but it's not changing now. We're just going to steam right ahead, aren't we? Oh God. Okay, come on, give me something else to do. I've got to sing for my cocktail. Actually, that'll just make it worse. Janice. I don't have a wig for Janice, do I? No. Oh God. Right. My hair's so straight it won't curl, but you know what I mean. Hello, this is Janice, and I am here to give you a reading about, it's going to be about Trump, actually, and when exactly he's going to be coming back. I've told you he's coming back. Now, I did tell you that he would be coming back in 2020. That didn't happen. There was a reason for that. I also told you that he would be coming back for the entirety of 2021, month by month. I told you this, and it did not happen, and there is a reason for that, and it is the deep state. And I will have to put all of the words up on the screen because we are being watched, and that is a black hat operation. Now, Mr. T, got to use the code, Mr. T will be coming back, I believe, now in 2024. Now, don't be upset. This is because he will be entering the race, and we had to do it this way. We had to make it look like this was very deliberate, but it is to fool the Clintons and also to fool the Black Hats. And I just want to bring in that energy. Let's just bring in the energy. Let's just bring it in. Just waft it in. Now it's just going to bring in those parrots. Just bring the parrots. Feeling those parrots moving closer. Let's bring those parrots in. Okay, great. Okay, I'm feeling it. And the parrots are actually confirming that they're giving me a 2. Giving me a 2, and they're giving me a 4. 24. If we meld those together, we get a 6, which rhymes with sticks. And you've got to stick to your guns and believe and breathe. Just believe and breathe. Just breathe in that trump. Just allow that trump to just filter your nostrils. That's beautiful. And just now we're just going to release those beautiful birds, those beautiful parrots. Are going to release them back into spirit. That's it. And we're just going to settle that energy now. And just focus on sending me as much money as you can. That's it. Just focus on that cash. Just focus on it. And that's what it's all about. Right. Can I just say, as I was flapping, I've got my 10,000 steps on my Fitbit. Janice's parrots helped me achieve my 10,000 steps. Marvelous. I've done it. I've achieved it. Right. Okay. Where are we? Got to say that flapping and wafting and breathing in the trump and a passion fruit martini is not the best combination. I hope I don't start randomly burping. It's not a good look. Right. Okay. 2 characters down, and not enough cocktail down. What would you like to see next? Is Jen okay? Took me. Is Jen drunk yet? Okay. Yeah, we'll have to breathe on the trump. Just breathe it in. Just allow that trump just to filter now. Amber. Oh, I did promise Amber earlier, didn't I? Right. I've got the wig here. I've messed with this wig so much. Plaited it, pinned it back. It is raggedy. It's not in a good place right now, this wig. I need to think of another character to use this wig for now. I'm sure there'll be plenty. Let's try. Oh God. I am. Just a moment. I just need to call my acting coach. One moment. Jessie, is that you? Jessie, I'm struggling. I'm building the emotion, but I can't cry. I'm trying. The tears won't come. What? Do the finger tears. Okay. I'll do the finger tears. I love you, Jessie. I believe you. Okay. See you later. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. sorry, I was just feeling that moment. I have had such a difficult time being married to one of the sexiest men in the world, and he was so much more popular than me, and I just felt like I was just losing my mind with jealousy, so I decided to just make up shit for no reason. You would do the same when you were me. And I feel so sad. I feel so sad about it. And I tried everything to make him realize what a beautiful person I was inside and out, but for some reason, he just didn't believe it. He didn't buy into my bullshit. It's so sad. I'm feeling so sad. I need my special jar of beautiful white talcum-y, powdery joyousness that just makes me feel so much better. I'll just drink this cocktail anyway. I don't know why I feel so sad. Those tears will come. Just let's keep working it. Let's keep working it. Elaine just say some sad things. Talk about puppies drowning. Just make the tears come. Okay, not the poop, but you know. No, I'm not feeling anything. Oh God. I'm so sad that I can't cry. Help me. Hold on. I got my mascot here. We can get through this together. Right. Right. That wig has really been messed with far too much. It does not stay on the head for long. And those little clippy things at the back don't stay on either. Right. Oh yeah, I should have sniffed a tissue, shouldn't I? She got right up there with that tissue, didn't she? Woo! And then suddenly she was just wide awake and ready to talk and so animated. It was marvelous, marvelous. The magic of a tissue on the stand. Isn't it wonderful? Right. Yeah. Classic finger cry. Right. Oh dear. Anyone else? Any more requests? Obviously, bear in mind, if you ask me to do any of the male characters, they're in drag today. I can remove the earrings, but the makeup remains. Lyman. Okay. We've done, actually, 11 wigs, if I'm including Lyman's bald cap. That would make 11 wigs. Got to put the cardigan on as well, haven't I? I'll do Elaine afterwards. I'm putting the cardigan on now. A drunk Lyman. Well, look, honestly, that I'm halfway down that cocktail and I'm already feeling a little bit squiffy, so that'll be interesting, won't it? Earrings out. Oh God, where is my Lyman bald cap? God, I should see the state of this room. It's not even funny. It's tragic. Lyman's glasses as well. I haven't Lymaned for so ruddy long. I can't remember where half his stuff is. Hold on. We're getting there. It's Lyman and drag again, I'm afraid, folks, but we'll just work with it. We'll see what we can do. Oh God. Oh, look at the state. It's been in a box and the hair's just not having it. It's having none of it. Look at the state of it. Oh my God. Right. Here we are. Here we go. Right. Right. Hello. Just a quick. Just a really quick update from me. Now I say quick, and I do this every time I make a broadcast. As you may have noticed, I say Just a quick update from me. And then what proceeds to happen is I just waffle on for about 30 to 40 minutes, usually saying the same old things over and over again, mentioning the 3-letter agencies, MI5, MI6, the CIA, and all of the above that I also have a lot of connections to. And then we just end up going round and round in circles, don't we? Now, I'm being interrupted at the moment. I think one of the cats has entered the room, and I do tend to get a little bit on edge because I've got to say, General Flynn has been a bit naughty at the moment and has left quite a few whoopsies around the bric-a-brac shop. Oh, good God! Oh, hello. This is Lynn Wood, and I've got to say, Lynn, I'm not very happy with at the moment. Lynn Wood has a kitty bowel problem, and what tends to happen is the whirring of the computers in my bric-a-brac, in my workroom, in my office rather, tends to set off his bowels, and this is the problem. Now you may be wondering. You might be wondering, why is Lyman wearing woman's makeup? What's going on there? Beady-eyed ones of you watching. I've got to say, it's a disguise. Now, I've actually signed an NDA. Actually, so there's only so much I can say, really. But I have to hide my identity as much as possible because I am well known. I'm somewhat, some might say, somewhat of a celebrity, and I run the risk of being exposed. And I don't know about you, but I don't like being exposed. So what I did was I said, well, why don't I be a lady? Let's do it. Let's go wild. Let's put on the makeup. Let's do the nails. Put on some nice feminine jewelry and go absolutely wild. Just go full on. And that's what I decided, to do. So I can put hats on, feminine hats. They've got because as you know, I love America. I love it. I could put a cowboy hat or cowgirl, because I'm a girl, obviously. I'm disguised as a lady. I could do that, or I could put an extra wig on, couldn't I? I could really push the boat out and put on. But do you know what the best thing to put on your head is at this time, right here, right now, is one of these. You can't go wrong. I mean, if this doesn't say where it's at, I don't know what does, really. So I, now I do feel a little bit. I feel a bit reptilian actually with this on. I look like an extra long, elongated skull, and the hat's just sort of sitting on top. And that is that is I do have those connections, as you well know, and I've hidden them. I've hidden them from the Patriots. It's just between you and me. I have had to not mention them to the Patriots because the Patriots can get a little upset when I talk about my liaisons with aliens, the Cat Queen, and Dad. And now, although our Dad is out of my life forever, and we don't talk about Dad anymore, but those connections will always be there. I will always have that reptilian within, and that's my get out clause. But that's my story. That's my truth. Yeah, no, I'm sticking to it. Oh, look at this lovely glass here. That's fancy, isn't it? I feel like James Bond, which is part of my life. I do have the life of James Bond. It is true. Oh, do you know? Yeah, I do feel like a double agent now. I'm drinking this. It could be shaken, it could be stirred. It could be just full of cat piss. I haven't got a clue, but I like it. That's quite good. Quite good. Right, okay. So as you know, I tell you it's going to be quick. And then what happens is we just go on and on and on and on. And I'm sorry about that. But I need you to do something for me. I need you to make some wise investments into silver. Now, I know what you're thinking. Just hold on a second, Lyman. Weren't you telling everybody just a few months back to invest in gold? And I'll say what I'll say about that. What I'll actually say is, yes, I was, and I still do. I still do that. But I think silver is also important. And here's why it's important. Because in the interim, between the hand of God turning on the QFS, as Fraudy has repeatedly told us has already happened, and then sort of walked it back and said it hasn't yet. We're all a bit confused. But anyway, in the interim, you really need to invest those dollars, those pounds, those hard-earned currency that's legal into a scheme, into an investment plan that's really going to work for you or me or both of us, actually, all of us. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to follow the link below and just click on it. Just go wild. Empty your 401k, empty your pension into gold and silver, and you will be looked after for life, especially when the QFS is turned on by the hand of God, whenever that will be, which already was, but might be again. I just don't know. I mean, the hand of God, he's got many hands, hasn't he? He's God, after all. He's probably got about 5 hands. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, of course, but I'm just saying that, you know, he's God. He can be what he wants, can't he? And if I was God, which in some days I am, I would use 5 hands to turn on the QFS, the med beds, gold and silver, and all the other things. That's what I would do, actually. So really, let's just really be good patriots, really good patriots, and invest all your money, all your 401k, all your pension. Just whack it all into gold and silver. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense to me, anyway. Right. I have some agents, my security detail, waiting outside the bric-a-brac, my office, and they are waiting for me because I have a presentation to make at my local town hall about gold and silver and being a patriot. And I can't wait for all 4 of those people to be sitting in the audience listening to me. So I've got to go because we do know that the black hats will be waiting outside. So I've got to be spirited away as a beautiful woman. That's what I'm going with. A gorge. That's what I'm going with. So I've got to make my exit and then my entrance as a female. And then obviously I'll be able to be Lyman again the moment I get inside to do this marvelous talk. So I've got to go. Thank you for listening. I will be back with more useless information the moment I get it from those white hats. I'm waiting all the time for my phone to ring. And the minute it does, I'm going to be coming straight back on to make another rambling video about white hats, black hats, good guys and bad guys. And you're all going to drink it up. You really are. Drink it up. Drink it up. Like this marvelous shaken but not stirred cat piss cocktail. Just do that. Just go wild. Right. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, it's sweaty under there. Right. Oh, right. I think we've been suitably Lymaned, haven't we? Haven't we? This cocktail goes down quite quickly. Ooh. Yes, he's gone to do some crayoning. That's what he's going to do in the van with his security detail. Dot to dot, connect the dots. Right. Oh, God. It's very nice. I'm not drunk. Right. Okay. What do you want? What do you want to see? Who do you want to see? Now, bear in mind, this can be my brilliant disclaimer now. If it's crap, I'm a bit drunk. If Intellate is a bit rubbish at this from this point on, she's a cheap date. She's quite drunk. So there you go. That's why. That's why it went a bit downhill at the 1.5 hour mark. Because she was just a bit hammered. Right. Lyman, can Lyman tell me to get the London? Rochella, get the London look. Elaine, right, okay. Oh Lord, I've got. Hang on. I've just got to leave my seat momentarily, folks. Just hold on a second. I'll try not to trip on any of the wires. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I've just got to get an important part of the. Try not to fall over at the same time. God, I'm knocking wigs down left, right, and centre. Nothing to do with any alcohol I've had. Absolutely not that. Absolutely not. I'm very professional. Right. Okay. What, if any, questions are you and me, and are we going to be able to do today? Objection, Your Honor. I'm trying here, Your Honor. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scene change. And today on the show, we have the attorney of Amber Heard here to talk about the results of her. I can't get my earring in, so I'm just having a little trouble here. Excuse me 1 moment. At the result of the defamation case against Johnny Depp. And here is her attorney. I don't know why I bothered with those earrings because you can't even see them. Here's her attorney, Elaine. Hello, and thank you for having me on. I just came here to say that the whole thing was a setup and a fix. And, you know, she's been through hell. She's been through hell. She did not have me in a headlock behind the back of the court and hold me to ransom to say any of these things on TV. She did not threaten me in any way. I am not a hostage. I am a happy attorney. I'm really happy to do this interview, and I think she is innocent and a victim. She's a victim. She is a victim. She is. She's totally a victim, and I am not afraid of her in any way. Help me. Help me. I'm losing my mind here, Your Honor. Right. That was Elaine. It's a bargain I got from a charity shop, so I'm going to be reusing this bad boy as much as I can. Right. I just like the idea of Amber Heard having her in a headlock around the back of the court, because apparently she went running into the toilets crying. But this was before the verdict even happened. Because that's what a lovely person Amber Heard is. She literally makes her lawyers cry. And then you look at the other side, the A team with Camille, that amazing, the cool, calm, collected Camille, who just absolutely wiped the floor with her. It's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. Right. Okay. I've totally gone off track. I don't know where I was, and I am 100% blaming. There's a bit left. Very nice. 100% blaming the passion fruit martini. Right. Okay. Thing is, if you if people who were just there for the whole Johnny Depp thing were to watch this, what they would get was Lyman, me banging on about grifters, and they're like, who the hell are they? And then Lyman, man in drag, and who else have I? I've got targeted individual talking about rabbit poo. They'd be like, what has this got to do with Johnny Depp? This has nothing to do with Johnny Depp. Oh dear. Right. Okay. I've just had a sorry, my Fitbit notifies me of certain things. So can I just say a very big thank you to Becky Manzo, who's just bought me some coffees. So thank you very much, Becky. That high five. High five. That is what that emoji is. It's a high five. It is not a prayer emoji. That's a prayer emoji. I'm just in case you weren't here from the get-go, from the beginning, I'm giving you some a shocker from the world of emojis. Thank you, Becky, very, very much. That was very kind of you. Right. Right. Anyone else got any requests before I wrap things up for the night? Because you have been absolutely awesome individuals coming in, not targeted individuals actually, coming in and being absolutely brilliant and keeping me company on a Saturday night where I should have a life. I should be going out to dinner somewhere or doing something. But instead, I'm sitting in a room, putting on wigs, acting the fool, and you lot are keeping me company and being awesome, and that's brilliant, and I really appreciate it very, very much. I am sure I missed a request earlier, so I'm just going to spin back up the Stephen. Yes, I thought you had. Stephen wants me to do Kerry, and just checking I've got that wig. It's hiding under another wig. This is how bad my wig situation is. I'm having to like put two wigs on one wig stand, and then they get all tangled up. Oh, it's not good. I need a better system with my wig stands, I think. Okay, all right. Hello. So I have, as you know, I'm an extremely enthusiastic and happy journalist of 156 years, and I am here to just bring the truth. And, I have been in the prison today talking to Captain Mark Richards, incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit, even though he did commit it and was, found guilty of murder, but I don't believe it. I have been talking to him today, and he has told me that that President Trump is working with the secret space programs, and I have decided that I am going to write a book about it. And I feel so happy about it. As you can see, I'm thrilled. Because I'm the only one out here getting the truth out to the masses. And I've been doing this for 454 years, and you people are so ungrateful. I am so excited to be here. I'm so happy, and I feel the love of humanity. And you people, I just wonder why, because I'm an independent journalist, why I bother. Because I can't even take into the prison. This is how crazy this is. This is how much they accuse him and believe that he is dangerous. I can't even take a recording device into the prison to speak to Captain Mark Richards of the secret space program. I have to remember it. I have to remember, my 645-year-old brain has to remember all the things that Captain Mark Richards of the secret space program tells me. Do you know what that makes me? It makes me smart. It makes me smarter than you and better than you in every conceivable way. So when you're tuning into my show, I want to see some appreciation of what I do. I want to see you talking me up and saying how incredible you think I am. And you know what I'm going to show you? Disdain. That's all I'm going to show you. That's all I can show you. I'm just not in the mood to show you anything else. So you think about that. You think about it. And I'm going to keep interviewing hard-hitting people who channel entities and aliens. I'm going to keep interviewing Captain Mark Richards, incarcerated for a crime he did not commit, even though a jury found him incredibly guilty. I can't tolerate you not believing. So I'm just going to keep being a hero, going out there, doing everything that I have to do. And you people are going to keep being ungrateful little assholes. Okay. I'm over it. Right. Well, folks, on that bombshell. By the way, I have a bit of a sieve for a brain, so I don't really remember any of what I say. It doesn't stay in my brain, so I have no idea half the nonsense that I've talked, and it has nothing to do with that. Truly doesn't. This is just me, and when I'm doing different characters, I just don't really think. I just right. Who haven't we heard from that you desperately want to hear from before I sign off for the night? Last call, ding, 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 ding. Last call at the bar, please. Who do you want to hear from? For those of you who joined me a little bit later, I hope you got something out of it. And I'm sorry that I didn't see you from the start, because we did a lot of talking in the beginning about this, that, and the other, and then I went into doing the my little characters. So thank you for joining me if you joined me a little bit later. I hope that you can all catch the replay if you would like to, and you know, we'll just I know not everyone, it's not convenient for everybody because you're all in different time zones. So I really did appreciate Mad Max Maddie. Well, it's the same wig. Oh, you could have said that before, Becky, when I had the flipping wig on. All right, okay, I'll do that. I nearly went from Kerry to no, I'm not doing Trixie, but it's the same wig. Oh. Oh God. Hey, you guys, it's me. It's Mad Max Maddie. Oh, you guys, you know, I have missed you all so much. And I just want you all to know that I have been spending all my time in prayer and contemplation, thinking about all that cash I am going to get out of all of my followers with all of those incredible stories that I keep telling about, rescuing the mole children and keeping them all safe, kicking in doors, taking names, being totally badass. That's absolutely what I've been doing, and praying, totally praying all the time. And you know what, you guys? I've also got so much time on my hands that I'm able to give all that incredible legal advice, because you know what? As well as kicking down doors, rescuing children, and spending time in prayer, I can totally give legal advice. I am so qualified. Here is my totally legit qualification of legal things and stuff. And you know, that is my name on that certificate, and that is exactly what I am capable of doing, as well as all of my incredible missions. I'm also on a mission to Jesus, because that is the person that I am. I'm just such a good person, and that's why you trust me, love me, and donate a lot of money to whatever scam cause I start in the name of the vulnerable. And I know that you love me for that. So bye, guys. Love you. Stuck in my hair. Ow. That bit me back. Right, okay. I think totally legal. I think I am, darlings, I am spent. Do you know what did it? Is that Elaine voice just about killed me. Oh, last minute request. Now, for the Great British Turd. Now, let me tell you, something, I don't know how it happened, but my Great British Turd wig. I'm going to show you it because otherwise you might not believe me. It's like a dead rat. Something happened to the wig. It's so bad. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to give this to my stepdaughter, who is absolutely brilliant at reviving wigs, because this is so bad. I'll try. I will. This is my last one. This is my absolute last one. If I can get this wig to even look like her on the ad. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. Do you know what's missing? I don't know what to do with myself if I don't have a pen, a pointing pen. Do you know what I'm going to do, right? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I've just about had enough. Do you know, I'm sick to death of not being able to find stuff to point with, so I'm going to use lime and specs to do some pointing, because I've got a few things that I want to say. Okay. Now, I know you've not heard from me for a while, and there's a reason for that. Okay. I have been very, very busy with my boys, you know, with my Navy SEALs, and we have been going into those tunnels, and I'm just putting the hat on because I've got really bad hair. My hair's all over the place, really. It's going in my mouth and I'm having a hard time. I am a hero, though, so I can work it. I can work it. Right, okay. So listen up, right? This is my final word for the day, for the night. Okay. I know that you lot are sitting around and having a laugh and making fun of me, thinking that I'm not going into those tunnels and doing my job, right? And the truth is, I work for Trump, okay? He sends me down there and he gets on the blower, right? He gets on, I've got a phone here on mine at 4 years, right? He gets on the blower and he goes, "Oi, Claire, listen, there's a lot of kids out there and they need you. They need you. They need you to get them out and get them on the med beds, right?" And I go, "Big Tom, you know me, love. You know that I'm good for us. I'm getting me men out now. I'm getting me boys. And we're going to get in those tunnels and we're going to get those kids. Okay." And that's I'll put my phone down because I'm not really on the phone. It's just minding it for you, so you know how serious I am about this. But there's people that come along, right? People that come along and think this is some big joke. Think that they're having a laugh, right? There's people like Paul. Let's face it. We know he's the ringleader of all of this nonsense, right? Having the nerve to tell me that I'm not going in the tunnels, I'm not rescuing any kids, and I'm not doing none of that when I am, and that I don't work for Trump when I do. I've got the hat. He gave me this hat. He gave me this hat. You can't just get these in shops, you know, like joke shops and stuff. You can't. Okay, this was an official one. You know how he gave Fraudy, you know, the cufflinks. Well, he sent me the hat and he says, "Claire, get on with it. Get in the tunnels, rescue the kids, do your job, do your damn job." He was a bit harsh with me, but I like it. I like it when it's harsh with me. I've got a bit of a crush. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, I am sick of these people meddling in my business. Like Paul, I've dealt with him. He's been seen to in more ways than one. Okay. And he knows not to mess with me again, right? You won't see him again. You're not going to see him anywhere because I have dealt with him. All right. So you lot stop having a laugh at my expense, because it's not me you're laughing at. It's the kids. Do you want to be seen laughing at kids? Are you that much of a bully that you want to be laughing at kids? Think about that. Just think about that, okay? I've got to go because all of my men are sat in the trucks waiting for me to start the next mission. So I'm going. All right. I'll see you later, alligator. Right. That is it now, folks. I am absolutely spent. I can't take any more. Right. Thank you all very much for spending your Saturday evening boggering about with me. It was fun. It was fun, and yeah, and we'll have to do this again. Yeah, my foggy mind is distracted because my husband decided to give me a cocktail instead of a tea. Thank you so much. You're awesome. For those of you who have donated either a super chat or buy me a coffee, I am so grateful. I will definitely be purchasing a new wig for my new character tomorrow. I would imagine that if you are British, you will probably know this character more than Americans, but I think Americans will like this character as well. Thank you so much for being amazing, for sticking with me, for being supportive, for sharing my work, for telling people about my channel, and just for being absolutely fantastic, good sports. And I love that we can all be silly together. Thank you, the lovely gems, all my mods in the chat, who order, keep everything in order. And yeah, you're brilliant. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this on the replay. I've no idea anything that I've actually said. Who knows? I could have broken my NDA. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But thank you so much. And I will see you again on another live stream. And I will endeavour to get another sketch out, hopefully, for next weekend. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.